Welcome to the Basics of Photojournalism. First of all, photojournalism is a form of journalism that uses pictures to report, basically. It's a picture of me in the Malacanang Palace. Common misconception is that you need expensive equipment, but you don't. In the words of Chase Jarvis, the best camera is the one that's with you. These pictures were taken by my 6-year-old iPhone 4. But whatever camera you have to know how it works. I'll put some links in the description for you to get started on that. Aside from learning about your camera, you have to know about camera accessories, because you will need them eventually. Lenses, cards, straps, bags, flashes. So you have to know how to use them and when to use them. Put some links as well. So now that you're accustomed to your camera, you have to find your subject. So what do photographers often take pictures of? Of course, people doing things, right? And you don't necessarily have to take pictures of people's faces. Sometimes all you have to get is their actions and you've captured the scene. But sometimes faces are very important and they can convey emotion. So what else? Aside from people, you can take pictures of landscapes. As a photojournalist, you're going to be assigned to a lot of different places, and it will be a plus if you can take pictures of them well. And sometimes landscapes even have their own emotion, even if there aren't any people. So what else do you take pictures of? There's food, which is really popular now. Instagram, right? Animals, and just like people. Objects, like memorable objects, wedding rings, or like products you want to sell. Alright, so as a photojournalist, you're going to be covering events. So if you take a picture of something or an event, you have to know what you're doing there. So yeah, you have to have clues. Alright, so you have your subject, and now you're wondering where to put it in the picture, in the frame, right? So let me share with you some rules. Some basic rules. First of all, there's the rule of thirds. What it means is, you imagine a grid of thirds, and you place your subject in the intersections, like so. Let me show you some more examples. Here, the subject is the wristband. Here, it's her eyes and her smile. Here is a bass player and the bass head. Here, it's the highlights on her knee, on her hands. Here, it's in the incoming kiss. Here, it's the people and the statue. Right? So let's look at another rule. This is called leading lines because it leads you in. On the left is a landscape picture, but it leads you to the middle of the picture. The lines lead you to the middle of the picture. The second picture uses a window pane, the lines of the window pane, to lead you to the girl. Same thing here, leads you to the middle of the picture and to the girl. Leads you to the altar. And sometimes you don't need a lot of lines. For example, in this picture, there's only one leading line, and that's her hand. And it works. Let's talk about lighting. Most specifically, artificial versus natural lighting. Okay, so when you're talking about artificial lighting, there are going to be flashes, LED lights, and strobe lights, other lights that you bring to help your pictures. When you talk about natural lighting, it means the light in the room. Doesn't matter if it's the sun through a window, or if it's, like in this example, it's concert lights. It's still natural lighting, it's still ambient lighting. Another example of artificial lighting, you can see the box light in her eye. And here's an example of natural lighting. As you can see, they're outside. We're just using the sun and some shade to take the picture, right? But you don't have to follow these rules. These are merely guides to get you started. And once you find your own style, you can play with these rules. So let me leave you with this quote. Thanks for watching.